Hey y'all, so I just took down my Felicia braids. Yeah, I wish I had an accent, child. Well, I know I got a St. Louis accent, child, but y'all know what I'm talking about, Caribbean or something. I'm really feeling my braid out. Now, I haven't like separated and everything. I'm going to, not really a job interview. It's like, well, I guess it really is a job interview, but I already talked with the recruiter first, and then she put me on the floor today to shadow the manager for the floor. And I'm really excited because the pay is good. I'm gonna get some new experience. I just feel like this is a new step for me. And what's so interesting is that, like, I know I manifested this opportunity because I wanted something in the hospital, something that was still flexible hours, like I could still kind of pick and choose what I wanted to work. And it wasn't necessarily full-time. It could be PRN, you know, as needed work. And it was still going to pay me agency pay. So to me, agency pay as an RN is like 50 plus. But this position, God willing, is in the 70s, okay? In the 70s an hour. So plus I'm going to be getting the hospital experience. I'm going to be at one hospital, which I'm okay with. And it's going to be on a floor that I feel like is really comparable to my skills right now as an LPN in long-term care. It's on an ortho unit. So I'm just excited. I'm at the laundromat right now washing my scrubs. Okay, so I can get ready to go up here. I just took out my hair, like I said, so I can get ready to go up here and be cute. And I just feel so blessed. And the thing is, when I was looking for this job, right, I kept putting in PRN, RN, part-time RN. Could not find this job. Listen. Somehow I'm just sitting in my chair, nobody at home, and I just looked up RN job. I don't even know if I looked up a job or like I got an email about a job and I clicked on a job. I cannot remember what happened before that, but this job listing came up and I was like, this is per diem, and they had how much it costs. And they was like, this is what you need to require. This is what's required of you as far as the hours and the days. And I was like, I already work 2 days a week, so I can definitely say I'll work 2 days a week. I already work weekends. I always work either Friday or Saturday or both. And they needed people who could work 2 days a week and who could work weekends. And I was just like, I can do that. And I can do days or nights because I've done both, and I'm okay with doing both, especially because it's just 2 days out the week. And that's exactly what they needed. So I'm just like, okay. So I did not delay. I have not applied for any RN jobs, like, at all. And I saw this and I was like, a little bit of me was like, is this what I really want? And I was like, yeah, because this is already what you're doing. It's just in a hospital. So this is what you've been asking for. So go ahead and apply for it. So I applied for it that day. The next day I got a text message to set up an interview. Then I got the interview the next day. It wasn't really an interview. It was a recruiter just telling me, like, hey, based off your experience, this is where we're going to put you. Da-da-da-da. These are the options. Which one fits you? I was like, I could do that option because it pay more. And I can do that. So, yeah, then they hooked me up with the shadow today. So I've never done a job shadowing. I've never done any interview or anything with my RN degree. So I'm really excited. I'm really proud of myself for putting myself out there. But when I tell you this job listing just came out of nowhere, it didn't really come out of nowhere because I know I manifested it, but it felt like it came out of nowhere because I sent the job posting to my friend who has her BS in, and she was like, it's not even up anymore. I was like, yeah, I know. I can't find it anymore either. Because when you click it, they say that the job is no longer hiring for this. Like, I literally, like, the day that I had the interview, I had clicked the link because I sent it to her, and I clicked the link myself and it said it's no longer her. I said, I just applied for this yesterday. She was like, girl, that's your job. That's your job. They took the job posting now. That's your job. I was like, oh, okay, I'll take that. So it's just like, man, when the universe, God, creator, whatever you want to say, is ready for you to have something, like, it comes like that. It comes just like that. And you feel like, dang, this happened. I was like, so fast. But it's because everything was in alignment and it just took the least amount of effort on your part. All I did was literally go on there, click a few things as far as my resume, because it was already uploaded. Clicked a few things and sent it out, and here we are. Within the same week of me applying for it, I'm about to go shadow for this job. So we'll see how it goes. I really want it, but I know that whatever is for me is for me. That's what I've been saying, like, over the past week. Like, what's for me is for me. Like, I'm tired of feeling like I gotta hustle and bustle and fight for certain things. Even with my business, like, I'm not even forcing myself to do certain things in my business. What's for me is for me. And when things come into my alignment and I agree with, okay, this is gonna work for me, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna force anything else anymore. What's for me is for me. that's that. So let me go check on these clothes. I love you all. Remember that what's for you is for you. And you have to just try to be in a position of the least amount of resistance, and really only going for what you want. Like, there was a lot of opportunities that I could have applied for other jobs, but I was really like, I don't want to sign a contract for a year, 2 years. I don't want to have to do that. Like, I don't want to have to commit myself to 3 days a week. Or if I do, I want to wait until both my kids are in school full time so that I can feel more flexible, or wait till my husband's schedule change. But even when I came to my husband and talked to him about this opportunity, he was like, I can't really see any reason why it wouldn't work for us. And usually with him, he don't care how much it costs, how much it pays, nothing like that. He's always just like, will this make sense? Or are we rushing into it? He's always like more practical about stuff. So he was like, I really don't see how this wouldn't fit. It looked like we could be able to do this. And I only have to sign a 12-week contract. So after 3 months, if I'm not feeling it, okay, I ain't got to do it no more. So I'm excited. I feel very blessed. Like I said, I'm gonna check these clothes. I'm about to get these clothes out, go home, cover up this hair so it don't get frizzy, take a shower, and get ready to go to this job shadow. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna come back and give y'all an update. What's up, y'all? I have no idea where I parked my car. I think I parked up here. So I just got out the interview and I was shadowing with the nurses, and I feel like I did well. I don't know, child. Like, I don't know. What's for me is for me. I ain't even gonna make it. Like I said, what's for me is for me. And it was cool to see the unit. It felt like med surge, honestly. It felt like just like a med surge unit, which to me, I feel like I can do, because I pretty much do that in long-term care nursing right now. I do. To me, I feel like it's a med surge, but with more patients. So the most patients they said that you would have is about 6 would be the most. One nurse said like she's had 7, but it was like 2 patients was leaving, 2 patients was coming in, like that. So that's that. When I did the interview, the manager was like, oh, you know, night shift has a lot of seasoned nurses, been here for a while. They're really helpful, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay. And then she was like, we want more team. There's a lot of teamwork. And she told me like that even though it's a travel position, I'm still gonna get like some good orientation, which that's what I'm looking for. Just give me the basis, let me know what I need to do, and I can rock it. I don't know if I told you, I would have to do a 12-week contract with them. And I'm looking to do nights because I feel like that'll be, 1, is more pay, and 2, because it'll probably be a pace that I can, you know, really get a feel for everything. Now I end up talking to the day shift nurses, and they were like, ugh, nights, I don't know. One girl was like, they can be really petty on nights. I was like, dang, really? Which I guess I can expect when nurses have been here for a while. Like they're cliquey, like they have their own little thing, their own little routine. They like what they like who they like, and anything that comes in between that kind of just like outside. And you know, it's always East Coast versus West Coast when it comes to day shift and night shift. So, but I was talking to the charge nurse, and she was the one that was just like, yeah, but everybody was just like, yeah, nights can be a little, but she was saying, what did she tell me? She was like, yeah, they can be, well, one person was like, yeah, they can be kind of cliquey. And I was just telling her, you know what, I can do, because it'll be a 12-week contract. So I could do 12 weeks, get a feel for it, get my experience, and just see. I'm not even going to go into it with that mindset of like, oh, you know, they're going to be mean or this and the third. Look, I'm here to get my experience. I'm here to get my money. And I'm just gonna get a feel for it. So we'll see if I get the gig. This hair about to be poofy in a minute because it's kind of moist out here. But yeah, I'm excited to see how things go. I don't know how long it's gonna take for me to hear from the manager. But it was cool. I just did like a quick little shadow, and everything that I saw during the shadow is just, that's what I would do anyways. So, I mean, I ain't too pressed about it. So she said that a lot of the travel nurses that they have coming in right now are from nursing homes. So that made me feel like, okay, well, y'all already got nurses that haven't worked in a hospital setting already. So it's not like, so y'all know what to expect from us. I just feel like with me, I'm used to doing all these assessments and all of this on patients. And the patients, I have like 12 patients I have to do assessments on, and head to toe and meds and all this and the third. So I feel like it's possible. It's feasible. It's definitely feasible. And one girl was like, well, if you come on nights, if they see that you're doing what you're doing, they ain't gonna have no problem with you. But if there's like any little point of you not, that's when they kind of jump on you and make it like a problem. She said they make it known that they don't like you. I'm like, damn. So anyhow, I'm gonna go from there. Like I said, just put out there positive vibes. What's for me is for me. And I'm just grateful that I came. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you all informed. Either way, I feel blessed. I'm very happy that I came out here. I'm very happy it's close to my house. And yeah, we'll go from there. Bye. Hey you all. So I wanted to let you know that I got the jizz up. Ooh, bum, 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 bum. And my little kid, she be like, bum, bum, bum. Y'all know that little horn. Hold on, let me take a sip. But I was at work and I was like, let me go ahead and answer this, because they had like the hospital's name on it. And I got the call and they were like, hey, it was a Saturday right before Mother's Day. And like, you know, I want to let you know we got the position ready for you. So I'm just like, yay. Come to find out that I was able to sign a contract for 6 weeks instead of 12. That was originally what I thought I had to do, was 12 weeks. And I had the option to do, she was like, I see that you have on here that you can come, you know, you can work days or nights. I was like, yeah. She's like, okay, so I'll put in your system for you to be able to see days and nights. Now, I don't know how it's gonna be when I start work, and if anybody try to change my, you know, whatever, but that's what she told me I could do. So I'm gonna take that, and it's the amount that they said it was gonna be when I signed my contract, and the amount that it was gonna be if I work night shift. If you all don't know what the heck I'm talking about, go watch this other video that I have. But basically, I got this job just fell in my lap pretty much, and it's paying pretty darn good, 70 plus an hour. And that's, you know, with me having less than a year of RN experience, no hospital experience, and I'm grateful for it. I'm really, really grateful doing this, and then God willing, go ahead and do another 12-week contract with them, and just do as many contracts as I can. Will give me some hospital experience. It'll also help me and my family to get out of debts, okay? Save some money up, because this is consistent money coming in, and like I can actually plan for things. But me doing agency nursing, like, yeah, I told y'all it's been slim pickings for RNs. It's been like, I'll have to put in my bid for RN, and then I have to wait. And then if I can't get anything for my RN, like I might get like right now, I got one shift for RN that's paying like 50 something an hour. Great. And then I'm like looking to get at least 2 more shifts this week for LPN, because there's everything I bid it on for RN, like I'm not getting anything off of it. So it's like, you know what, this is going to be consistent money. I'm going to be able to plan. I'm going to be getting my hospital experience. Like, it checks every box that I have. And I did want to kind of share something with you all that I feel like, if, you know, with manifestations, right, with manifesting and bringing things into fruition, it's really important to think about what you really want. And I was in a space of frustration. I don't know when I wrote this, because I didn't put a date, but it had to have been earlier this year. And I was thinking about my career as a nurse, thinking about how I had my RN degree and I wasn't using it, and I was tired of it, and I was tired of nursing, and all these dreams and hopes that I had about nursing, about opening a CNA school, and about, you know, teaching, getting my bachelor's degree and going back to my LPN school and teaching, and getting all this experience doing different things, like getting experience in the ER, ICU, doing a little bit of this and that in nursing, and just really like getting so much experience and just seeing so many different things, and like building up my wealth of knowledge in nursing. Like, this is what I was super excited about doing, because nursing, you all, is like, it's so amazing. Like, you can do so much with a nursing degree. You can be in so many different environments. You can meet so many different people. You can be at so many ends of the spectrum, whether it's with peds, whether you're dealing with the beginning of life, the end of life, teaching people, preventing people, treating people. You can get to the point where you don't even have to see no people. You could be at home all day working. You could be pregnant at home working on a computer, or you could be at home working on a computer with a baby on your boob. Like, nursing is something that I really, really love and enjoy. And with me being a nurse for the past 7 years, is it 7 or 8? Child, I think it's 8. Yeah, 8 years. Like, oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's another side note. Wow, I didn't even think about that. Okay, it's my personal year 8. If anybody knows anything about that, look it up. You can look up your personal year, and it's a personal year 8, and I've been a nurse for 8 years. Like, what? Anyhow, nursing, I had lost, I guess, my love for this field and like I think like my purpose that I felt that I had found in nursing. COVID really did like play a number, I think, on people in healthcare. It really showed like true colors, like legit, and it showed just how many cracks we had in our foundation. And also with me just needing to be in a position to make as much money as possible. I'm not saying that it compromised what I was doing as a nurse, but it definitely limited where I was willing to go. And it took away from me being like, okay, let me do it for the experience. And also with me being agency nurse, there's just there's not too much that I'm willing to deal with in the field, because I feel like I can just dip. Like, I don't have to take this. Like, F you, you're cool, I'm out. Like, so it's just so many different dynamics of like, okay, I don't really just want to go to a job, and I've been doing this for a while. Like, I feel like I've paid my dues. Let me just do what I want to do, have fun with it. Like, it's just so many different things. But I had lost a lot of that vigor. And now with this opportunity coming up, I just feel so much more invigorated. Yes, the pay, but also just how it came to me. So like I said, I was frustrated about where I was going. And because I had been an LPN for 7 years, got my RN, and I had that RN, and I was just not feeling like I wanted to keep going in healthcare. So I wrote myself, sometimes what I'll do is I'll write questions for myself as if I'm a third party, as if I'm not myself. I'm looking at my situation from a higher perspective, right? And I wrote to myself, how do I feel about working as a nurse? Because I was just so frustrated. And I feel lost, tired, and burnt out. I feel lost because for so long I saw myself working in the ER and going on to teach. Now I feel tired and burnt out. The places I've been going to, paired with the fact that I'm still doing the same things, because I was still working in long-term care as an RN. I'm still doing the same things I did as an LPN. It makes me feel like, what's the point? Then I asked myself, what do I want to have in my career as a nurse? What do I want it to look like? Now, as I was writing this, although I was writing it from a higher perspective, I was still within a limited mindset. I felt like sometimes when we ask for things, we only ask for what we feel like we can get. You know, we might say, I just want to make a certain amount. I just want to make this amount of money. Whereas that amount of money that you're asking for is probably not going to still check off the boxes that you need. You want this specific house, or you want a house, but you're like, well, at least 3 bedrooms, you know, but you really want 5 and a finished basement and a rec room, or, you know, a little bonus room. And you want to get it under this amount of money, like, right? Or you want to be able to afford it easily, but you're limited in your way of looking at it. So you ask for just what you think you can get. So anyhow, I said, and I don't even know if I fully wanted this when I wrote it. Like I said, I don't remember what this was. But I said I wanted to be a nurse entrepreneur and be able to make $10K a month while still working part-time hours as a nurse. I want to feel more fulfilled and focused about where my career is going. That's what I said I wanted. And I kind of feel like I do want that to a certain extent. Yeah, I do. What are some ways that I can do this? So I asked for what I want. I asked about what my current situation was. Then I asked about, okay, what do I want? You know, and then it's just like, okay, what's the call to action? Yeah, we can complain. Yeah, we can envision. We can be realistic about where we are, right? Then we can envision where we can be. But within this framework of going from where we are to where we want to be, or what we feel like maybe the next trajectory, or maybe the next 10 steps trajectory, we have to think about, what can I do to take action right now? Like, what is the action? Like, what is the next step? What can I do right now in this moment? So I said, what are some things that I can, what are some ways that I can do this? Which is for me to be a nurse entrepreneur, make 10K a month, still work part-time, and feel fulfilled and focused about my career. Okay, I said I can start a nursing website. I've done that before, took it down, probably soon to do it again. I can start a nursing website where I write about topics that pertain to content that I've already created on YouTube. I can go ahead and work on freaking TikTok. Oh my gosh, I'm an old millennial. And post content that pertains to teaching, inspiring from new and old content that I've already created on YouTube. Because I have the content. I have hundreds of videos on YouTube. So why not use that to make shorts and post it on TikTok? Just reuse the information, right? I said I can promote my merchandise. Check out my merch, y'all. I don't even got nothing next to me with my merch on it. Dang it. I could do that. I said I can place ads on my website to bring in money. I can interview more people on my channel. I used to do that back in the day. I said I can do more videos based on viewers' questions. Post any questions you got. I can do shorts that are educational, informative. I can post about current topics in nursing. So I was really pushing myself to think about, how can I lean into this nurse entrepreneur, because that's what I said I wanted to do, right? Then I said, how can I continue to make more readily available money now while still growing as a nurse and eliminating current stressors? So this is specific to me. How can I make more money, but and still grow as a nurse while making more money and eliminate my current stressors? Okay. I said I can apply for more agencies and find facilities that I enjoy going to. Listen to this. I said I can apply for a PRN job at a facility that I like, or at a hospital or clinic, etc. Isn't that what I'm about to do? Be working PRN. It's like part-time PRN at a hospital. If I were to work for someone else, PRN, now this is a piggyback off of the answer that I gave before. A piggyback off of that, I asked myself to go a little deeper and further. I said, if I were to work for someone else, PRN or part-time, how would I want this to look? How would I want it to be, right? Again, trying to envision my next step. Yes, I can work for somebody part-time PRN, but what about that do I really want? Like, what does that really look like for me? Because we can do that, but let's be specific about what we want. And I said, I would like to make at minimum $40 an hour. And even when I wrote that, I knew I wanted to make more than that, because I make more than that as an agency RN. But I felt like, that's probably all that I'm gonna be able to get. So let me just put that. Again, allow yourself to think outside of that. But anyhow, I guess I didn't want to disappoint myself if it didn't happen. Instead of being focused on not wanting to disappoint yourself, how about you be focused on, like, God gonna give me this blessing. The universe gonna bring it to me. Source energy gonna bring whatever you believe in, okay? However you want to frame it, it's gonna come to me. I'm strong enough, I'm prepared enough, I'm blessed enough, it's gonna come to me, this or something better, right? Anyhow, I would like to make at minimum $40 an hour. Only work 2 days a week or 4 to 8 times a month. Y'all, this job that's paying me $70 an hour is going to be more than the 40 I talked about. And I'm going to be working just 2 days a week. I would like a relaxed setting that's clean, because y'all know some of these nursing homes, progressive, and where I can learn more about the profession. I can learn more. Yeah, I said it could be non-bedside. I want to know that whatever I'm doing, it's legit and not just for money. I get more out of it than just money. And that was important to me, to feel like I'm feel more fulfilled within this role. Now, somebody could say, girl, you going basically to a med-surg floor in a hospital. How you gonna try to feel more? It's med-surg. But for me, the contrast of where I've been in healthcare for 8 years, long-term care. I'm not dogging long-term care, but y'all, it's rough, especially post-COVID, because that's the population that got hit the most. And it's very depressing. It's saddening. You feel like you can't do enough. You know, it's like, what can I do for these people? Like, what can I do? But I feel like, to me, this is going to be legit, because I'm going to actually get orientation. I'm going to actually learn the charting versus me just trying to figure out things. I'm going to ask this person. It's legit for me. It's in a hospital. I got to wear a specific uniform. Like, I have to put myself on a different level professionally in order to fill this role. And I'm okay with that. And it might, for some people, might seem like a little bitty step, but for me, it's a huge step. I've been working as an agency nurse for at least 4 years. So I have not been anybody's employee for 4 years. I haven't been waiting to get a check every 2 weeks for 4 years. So this is a big deal for me. And I'm grateful for it, because it's more money than I thought it was going to be. Working the exact hours that I said I wanted to work. And it still frees me up time to be that nurse entrepreneur, to be with my children more, to be with my husband more, to make more money somewhere else that's going to help me further along, you know, post more content, whatever. It's going to give me what I need. Probably making what some people make in a month, but I'm only going to be working 8 days out the month. Making at least $7,000 before tax. So to me, a win is a win, and I'm grateful for it. And I talk about the money because I feel like we need to know about the money. Like, people want to know, okay? And I'm not saying it, like, I'm just saying it to put it out there, because to me, this was big, because I asked for at least $40 an hour, knowing that I wanted more, but I didn't believe that I could make what I'm making right now. So I'm grateful. Maybe I did believe it. That's why I was able to attract it, honey. I'm grateful. And I just want to say, like, maybe you could do something like this for yourself. It doesn't have to even be within your career. Like, talk to yourself as if you were talking to, like, you were trying to give somebody advice, or you're trying, like, you're your own therapist. Like, talk to yourself as if you're a therapist. Like, how does that make you feel? Well, how would you want it to look? What can you do to help bring that about? What are some things that are blocking you? What are some mindset shifts that need to change in order for you to bring this into your life? How can you be more open to receiving these things within your life? Whatever it is, write it down. Write it down. Put a date on it, because I don't know why I didn't put no date on this. And I put it in the back of my notebook too. But anyhow, do that. Journal, write stuff down. I'm telling you, write it down, because it's like when you look over it again, you be like, dang, it really shows you the power of word, the power of, like, the written word, the power of affirming what you want, putting out there what you want, flushing your desires out of yourself and putting it out there to the universe, putting it out there to God. And it, like, it shows you, like, it's evident that your prayers or your affirmations or whatever were heard when you look back over it. And it gives you even more fuel to, you know, okay, what's the next thing I want? Let me write that down. Gives you more, because I have even bigger things that I'm looking to bring into my life right now. So I'm going to work on doing that, writing that down, flushing that out, and removing any blockages that are there, and allowing myself to be open to the opportunities, and to also take care of the blessings that I already have, because I'm very blessed. So I love you all. I appreciate you. I just want to let you know that I got the gig. I got the job. And I'm really happy. I'm really, really, really happy. And I'm also really happy because it's not just the money. Like, I'm just excited about starting this, like, new adventure. And I just want to go into it like that, like, being like, okay, never thought I was gonna be doing med surg. It's like a ortho unit, but still, it's like med surg as well. Did not think I was gonna be doing, because I was like, I don't want med surg, but honestly, this fits. Like, when you get some med surg experience, you can kind of go, you can go to a few places with med surg. But I'm happy nonetheless. Like, I'm just gonna enjoy this moment, enjoy this manifestation, and, you know, be open for the next thing that's coming to me. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Comment anything you want to see, hear, know down below, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.